Did not make it easy on North Penn at all. But North Penn does as expected, and they go under 9 minutes in the process, and that'll move us now to AA boys. And this field of 12 teams going for the gold medal. Defending champion Wyomissing is in this heat. They won it last year going 7:59.23. Best team coming out of districts, though, was the team that had the best time yesterday, and that's Seneca. Harbor Creek, the number 2 seed. Lewisburg, 3rd best yesterday. These are all based on times turned into the semifinals yesterday. Avonworth, 4th. Warrior Run, 5th. Camp Hill, 6th. Beaver Area, 7th. And Mount Carmel, the 8th best time. Wyomissing, the defending champion, had the 9th best time. Freeport, Trinity, and Warrior Run are also in the group of 12 teams.
And that was our first National Federation honor roll time of the day.
And in AAA girls by North Penn. So Wyomissing, the defending champions, you see first a little recall at the start. They are using teams of 3 starters per class, and Rick will have more on that a little later on in the broadcast, but it is a much different situation this year at the start, not only with the electric gun, which is why you hear the beep instead of the pistol, but also they are rotating the starter and the recall starters per race. So it's very, very hard to time the start.
Okay, now for the boys, we see them coming down the backstretch.
And Lewisburg sets the early pace. Joey Bondia, a junior. And now he is passed on his outside, I believe by Masterman. I take that back, not Masterman. It is Seneca and Phoenix Myers running their anchor, or their lead, excuse me. 7 laps to go. Seneca, who had the best time coming out of districts, at a 7:58.92. Took 5th place as a team in cross country, but perhaps most significantly, they won the 4x8 at the Baldwin Invitational, where you were mixed in with all the schools from Western Pennsylvania in a very, very big meet. So let's see what kind of time Seneca can throw down here. It seems like a foregone conclusion they'll be able to go under 8, but how far under 8? Putting a lot of distance between himself and the Lewisburg runner, Bondia, behind him.
Part of the strategy of the 4x8 is where do you place your runners in the 4 positions. Some teams like to run from the start in front and have other teams chase them. Others like to put, of course, their anchor as their best leg to run anybody down at the end of a race.
So we go to the first exchange, and Seneca comfortably in front. And you see positions 2 through 12 behind them.
And a big collision at the exchange there. That's an example of a runner bouncing off another that throws you totally off, but they expect that to happen.
So Seneca opting to make the rest of the field chase them. With the baton for them now is Gabe Jarema, a junior. So they have kept the exact same order so far that they went with yesterday.
Big lead for out in front, and then the other 6 teams right behind. Seneca
the second
leading.
place team is Avonworth, and Tyler Wisniewski has the baton for them. Wyomissing, the defending champion, has come up on the outside to move into the 3rd spot. And that lead seems to be getting a little smaller, doesn't it, Rick?
Yep, the 2nd through 5th place closed the gap to 3 meters, 2 meters.
This has
and
been,
now they're running right by.
Yeah, and it's been Avonworth and Wyomissing who have really made the statements here in this segment. Avonworth, Wisniewski with the baton, and now on the outside of everyone, Wyomissing defending champions to the front, as Seneca has fallen back into third.
And this is a very strong performance. There's a powerful stride. He's taking fewer strides, but he gets such a force from his foot through each stride.
The Wyomissing runner is Heriberto Colon, who ran anchor for them yesterday. So whereas Avonworth and Seneca have kept the same lineup that they had yesterday, Wyomissing has made a change, and Lewisburg coming hard up the outside. Anthony Bach has pulled them back into this now, and they are on 8-minute pace at the halfway point.
And so we're well on the way to 3 teams running under 9 minutes. 8 minutes. Sorry, 8 minutes.
And a lot of lead changes so far. Lewisburg is out in front with Harrison Bronlund holding the baton for them, same as it was yesterday.
The times in the 800 for both the boys and girls have been slow compared to previous years. There's always a team or two that has a phenomenal time. But this many teams that haven't broken the 8-minute time is unusual here in Pennsylvania.
Danny Bonnett of Avonworth comes up on the outside. He moves into the lead. Seneca is back in it now. Adam Haynes has come up on the outside, and now he makes the pass, and Seneca has gone back in front. Seneca, Avonworth, Lewisburg all running with the exact same order that they ran in the semifinals yesterday. Wyomissing, who put their anchor on the second leg, has moved back to fourth, and now they're starting to pull away up front.
That was quite a surge. It was like he ran a conservative first lap, and now he's going to hammer the last 400. That's pretty unusual that you can make that big a difference in an 800.
Adam Haynes of Seneca with the baton. They were the very heavy favorites coming into the meet, having thrown down the best time in the state at the district meets last week. Seneca ran a week ago Saturday in a meet that, as Mark Heckel pointed out, unusually took place in Ohio, in Geneva, Ohio, at the Spire Academy, halfway between Ashtabula and Cleveland. So now Seneca 1 exchange away and 2 laps away from a state championship.
And he has a substantial 20-meter lead now. We'll see how the 4th runner, see if they try to cut that lead down right away. The risk of that is you run out of gas at about 600 meters, and with 200 to go, you don't have anything left.
As was the case yesterday, Donovan Myers runs anchor for Seneca. Wyomissing is in second. William Shuttlesworth, a senior who did not run yesterday, is running anchor for them. And Avonworth is back in third. We're approaching 1 lap to go. Seneca qualified for the meet last year in the 4x8, but did not make the final. This is the only relay the Seneca team will run here in Shippensburg today. Seneca first, Wyomissing second, Avonworth third, Lewisburg is fourth, Harbor Creek is fifth with 1 lap to go at a 6:52.
Came through in 54 for his first lap.
Well, this isn't going to be quite a wire-to-wire win for Seneca. They gave it back in the second segment, but this has been a very strong anchor leg by Donovan Myers, a junior. All the Seneca runners that we have seen today are juniors. Donovan Myers trying to bring it home for Seneca. Defending champion Wyomissing is in second, but perhaps too far back with 200 meters to go. Well, it's been quite a year for Seneca. They won the 4x8 at the Baldwin Invitational.
Well, he'll be well under the 8-minute barrier.
That's the battle for second, involving Avonworth and Camp Hill. But up in front of everyone, it's going to be Seneca, and they are going to go well under 8 minutes. Seneca at a 7:51.03.
And Harbor Creek making a move, passing 2 in the last 400 meters. So his split for the last 400 was 59, so he ran a 1:54 anchor leg.
It is the 41st best time in the country this year for Seneca at 7:51.03. Phoenix Myers, Gabe Jarema, Adam Haynes, and Donovan Myers, all juniors. And Donovan Myers, who ran the anchor.
What a huge drop. So it's all training. Here comes when took the lead. Moves around. This is the third leg taking the lead. And from that point, it wasn't close for the remainder of the race.
Shaking hands with Wyomissing, so the 2015 and 2016 champions in the AA 4x8, exchanging pleasantries. And even with the conditions being so rough, we have seen good time drops here in the 4x8 Rick. Central Cambrian AA girls going 9:11, North Penn going sub-9 in AAA girls, Seneca going sub-8 by quite a bit, by a very comfortable bit in the AA boys.
Yeah, the 7:51 time drop is great to see. You can expect maybe 1.5 seconds per runner if all of your training has gone just the way you wanted it. But nothing ever goes the way you plan, so you have to make do. Now that time maybe 8 years ago